Greetings, ladies and gentlemen players. It's another wonderful Friday this March of 2025, making it a wonderful day for basics. And the games that I got coming at you today are weird. I played two people, and they both seem allergic to Byoyomi. It's weird. Very, very weird. But I do play to 4Q, so if you are a person who's been playing on the KGS, then yeah, if you're anywhere around 4Q, I hope these games help you out. Let's go ahead, load up into game one. All right, got a game here against a little 4Q, it looks like. And I will open up with a 4-4 point. Why not? Okay, 3-4 detected. Righto. I will do double 4-4 and see what they want to. They want to enclose. That was pretty fast. Well, in traditional fashion, since they've enclosed, I will block yield extension off the enclosure because that's kind of like a wall. They extend from it, it gets kind of meh. Big decision here. I could pincer and go heavily development on the bottom left-hand side, or I can back off and maintain. More of a flexible kind of thing. I think I will back off and maintain flexibility. That is not Sente. If I wish to ignore it, I can do so. And I don't often do that. So let's go and give that. I couldn't close. Honestly, I couldn't close. Yeah, why not? Why not? Okay. I'm not sure if they were even paid attention to where I played, but that's fine. I will approach now. I'm being pincered. Into the corner we go. Now we've got two of ooh, they played the Hane. I wonder which variation they want to play. So I could play the AI variation where you Hane and clamp. But if I play here, will he drop down? He might. I'm dropping down. See what he does. Does he connect? He doesn't. And that brings us to the end of this game. Because he's dead. This stone is now dead. There's nothing he can do about it. That's not particularly great. All right. Gote once more. I will make sure he can't extend off the corner again. This dude is playing super fast. It looks like we've encountered another guy that just doesn't want to go to the end of the game in Byoyomi. It's so weird. But he approached normally, so we'll go ahead and give him a little old kick. As we do. All right. Hane at the head. Now, are we actually trying to murder him? I don't feel like we are. So I will jump out, and then he will probably make some kind of shape, and that's fine. Yes, he's got a shape. And as previously indicated, that is perfectly fine. Can I play here? I suppose I can, but I do open myself up to a lot of little shapey problems, so I'd just rather not do any of that. Well, sometimes what I want is irrelevant. Ah, he's gonna cut me. Interesting. Very well. Let's see what my opponent is trying to do. Well, clamps exist. And you'd be able to find those if, you didn't play too fast. Because now I can play here and then clamp. Yeah. And that's precisely what I'm going to do. This is why you slow down and take your time, everybody. Now, if I play here, he can technically live anyway, Because even if I play here, he can grab this one and play there. So there's no definitive way for me to be able to kill it. So that said, I'll double tap. Make sure I'm connected. Being nice and solid. Okay. For a minute there, I was worried that he was going to try and do something crazy, like actually run this down, because then we just follow and everything is all hunkadory. So what do we do now? What do we do now? Well, usually with Sente, we attack a weak group or defend a weak group. There's no real weak groups on the board. Can grow an area, reduce an area. This area can be reduced, and I guess this is the weakest thing on the board. So, okay. There, let's go ahead and cut it off. Make sure it can't connect underneath, so we got to do a diagonal like so. Then do a little 1-point jump. Cutting me goes nowhere, so we can not worry about that. Hum, 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 hum. Guess we'll just extend. I don't know. Sure. No cutting through. Seems fine. That seems like an elongated shape. What if I play here? Seems like a valid question to me. Take some more territory. Got a good corner. Oh, gonna try to live here. Okay. Let's see if that works. Spoiler, it doesn't. Okay. Good try. Also very good try. I messed up. How did I mess up? Oh, I think I see how I messed up. I think I see it. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to go ahead and see what we can get here, because we're alive regardless. He's probably going to ignore no matter what I do. If we're being earnest with our seals. This has a lot of forcing move, or a lot of follow-up threats, rather. That would be not unfortunate to play. There into there is okay, I suppose. I guess we'll just go ahead and play here. They'll probably ignore. Probably getting an ignore. Didn't get an ignore. Well. We got more threats there then. They just killed their 3 stones. I mean, you know, that happens. Let's see what they want to do up in here. They've decided to ignore me, as I mentioned. Well, let's see if their corner lives. Yeah, this shape is just classically dead. I think I let myself reply too quickly because it's a human thing, right? Your opponent is blitzing, and what do? You know better, but you start matching their speed, right? Like right now, we're 109 moves into the game. I should be in Byoyomi, but I'm not. Playing too quick. Playing much too quick. On the bright side, this will happily stay dead. Corner is mine. Thank you. So we did trade the life of this corner for the death of this one. And I'm okay with that. 10-minute game. Note, he is 7 minutes on clock. KGS is just really weird right now. Like, I don't know I don't know how to describe it. I don't remember KGS being like we saw in the previous basics here on KGS, or what I'm seeing now. Like, I don't remember that. What am I doing? I'm talking. Whatever, he can have Sente. But yeah, I don't remember that. Okay. Try to building up in the middle now. A little bit too slow if you're trying to build up the middle. This game's over though. Let's, I guess I'm gonna do another double feature. Let's go ahead and just end this game out and go to the next one. All right, so won by 83 points. Let's go ahead and review the game a little bit. So all of this was predominantly fine. The bottom was obviously a little bit weird. That obviously needs to be here. For that particular Joseki. Could approach here. I'm surprised he never did. Could play here. Just attack on left. Like, these are really, really standard things you could do. This into this is obvious. We're going to get attacked. But that's just what's happening. That's how you approached. If you don't want to get attacked there, gotta choose something different. Whatever it happens to be, don't rightly care. This just kind of made me stronger for no reason. And then last but not least, yeah, now you're surrounded. You can't escape because of that. Honestly, at this point, I'm not really sure he has any chance to win. The bottom left is pretty good. The upper right went very well. He's got a base and a base and a corner. So how do you make up the difference from there? I don't really think you can. So just don't be dead and you win the game. Oh, right. The lower right, left-hand side, sorry. Yeah, this was a mistake on my part. So I do believe that was the way to keep this from being a ko of some kind, because he can't do that, so he would have to do this. But that gives me the ability here, which would be bad. If he ever hits this one, we get that one. And if he just tries to do that, once again, we have this one, into that one. So, oops. All right, got myself another 4Q game. I'm just using auto match right now. So let's see if this person is a little bit more patient and better with time management than the last guy. This is a little bit passive move when there's no enclosure or anything to give it a reason for existing, but it's fine. Here, if you wanted to do a double approach, you can. A bit of a fighty variation, so I kind of choose not to do that. I'm going to play very, very solid. They have chosen death. That's it. That's good. That's fine. Apparently, we're seeing greed from them right from the start of the game. A little unfortunate there. We're going to go ahead and just fully surround them. Because honestly, why not? For what reason would we not surround them? Can you think of a reason? I can think of none. If I play there, he can play there, there. That required reading. I'm not going to do it. Do. Trying to avoid being like, oh, well, you know, you could have been okay in this game too if you just read like I did. Yeah, that's not the thing. So here we're pretty strong. He wants to get a perfect base here. I will disrupt that because in the area in which you are strong, you can do a little fighting. You never, ever attach on top of the the stone. Oh, no. Please don't go under. Don't give me a panuki. Oh, I got the panuki. Okay. Well, I have now gone into a high Chinese variation, given all of my influence. So, fantastic. I'm also going to solidify what I do have. I'm going to go ahead and push through. They're playing a little bit of puppy go, which I don't like. So now we have a lot. They can't really come out. And that's not great. Now, I could use the influence to attack. That's usually what you're supposed to do. Use influence to attack. I could also use influence to massively grow. That is also fine. I'll play not the most aggressive move, but, you know, still one that shows we're looking to grow here. Be like, hey, I'm growing here. Now, if I wanted to continue growing in the middle of the board, I can, but I have to accept that at some point he's going to object rather strongly to my continued growth in the middle of the board. So what that is going to mean is he's probably going to launch an invasion that's probably not quite where it's supposed to be, and very likely he'll wind up dying. So if I play this way, I'm kind of accepting he's going to die. I'm going to come in instead and be the one under attack rather than paint a larger area and be the one doing the attacking. Okay, I get your corner then. Or I get your stone. I'm okay with either of these options, to be honest. He's trying to do a thing. Understandable. Now, note, I do have a little bit of a weakness here. I've got to be mindful of that. Yes, I do. So let's just, I don't know. What do you want to do here, huh? Just make a shape? It's a little slow. I want to play maybe this one or this one, but the shape gods say we got to pay attention to what we're doing. So this ought to working nicely indeed. I think our shape is fine enough here. Now I'm going to do something that you shouldn't do. You should separate. Can you attack? Profit off the attack, yada, yada, yada. But, oh, gee, Willikers, gosh darn it. You pushed one, oh, you should have Atari'd here. Do it again. No, I can't have that. You do that again. But yeah, gee, Willikers, wouldn't you know it? Push too far. So, darn. Rats, phooey. Now you gotta be careful. So we're alive here. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of an area here. As you can see, that does not connect up. So you will pardon me if I ask you what you are doing. I'm just gonna make them heavy. Just making them heavy. AI is probably like screaming like, you shouldn't be playing those moves. And it's probably only saying that because it's right. Going for the surround. Not driving him to the right-hand side where I've got another large source of points. Now here, I'm going to let him live, as I am wont to do. Simply because I don't want this lesson being, yeah, and then he invades, and then he dies, and you win the game. It's like, well, what if you can't kill it? Does that mean you can't win the game? Nah, just keep him surrounded. Just keep him surrounded. It's fine. I'm responding to every single thing he plays. Locally, that is. Locally, I'm responding to everything he plays. So you look at that. He's got everything. Everything on his wish list. All right, making a solid corner. You only do this kind of thing when you have a pretty strung out. Because now we can't just like launch a stone in here or do a textbook attachment. Bum, 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 bum. Just gonna go ahead and finish off this little boxy doodad I got. It's not the most amount of territory in the show, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count them, 6. I think this area of territory is, if you ask me, I think it's pretty 6-y. Make sure to join my streams, everybody. You can find a lot more where that came from. So there's nowhere for him to go. I'll just lightly poke at him, I guess. I don't know. I could probably play away, if I'm being completely honest. No, nowhere to go. This is where we need to be slightly careful. Slightly careful. Just 2 hairs and some air. I gave him like, what, 3 or 4 moves in here before I began poking at his shape. When you're fully surrounded, it's that difficult to live. That's why you don't want to try to live in this area. You can't. Instead, you need to focus on making sure that this area never gets developed in the first place. And that harkens back to our direction of play, making sure we can find the big moves. Because yeah, you don't want to be in this position, right? Bum 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 bum. Oh no, I couldn't decide. I decided to play this. I think it was wrong because I think it's a cut there in Sente. It's fine. It's fine. They blitz a lot on KGS, don't they? Like, this is my second game. And yet, you know? And yet. He should have turned here. I don't think he's using his Sente very well. That should have been a double Hane to try to kill me. Now he's playing Puppy Go. All right. Fix some shapes, and once again, all done. See you in counting, I guess. Alright, so that was that game. I did not move out of 3Q. I thought I would playing 2-4s. Apparently not. So this was okay. It's not modern meta, but it's fine as long as you remember to take your territory. Yes, that does mean white gets to get a base, and if you have a problem with that, you have a problem. Because if you're trying to take all of this, and this seems too much for your opponent, you might be a greedy player. Now, I think this is fine, because if he gets greedy, he can't Hane without Ko or death. So we're talking about this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And then likely this would be instant death because the throw-ins kill you. So we would have to play here into here. He tries to kill, but he can't. He dies first. Now, there is a slight difference to this variation. He could play here. Admittedly, that would change things quite a big deal indeed. Now I can't kill him. One eye will beat no eye, and there's nothing I can really do about that. However, it also means I can potentially just live in his area. So it's a question mark, right? It's a question mark. So we did this one instead. Do not ever go over the no, jump up and then kill the stone. There you go. That's what happens here. And then here, maybe at best I get to get some influence in exchange for my stone. But it's not the end of the world. This was insane. Giving that Panuki, ooh, you gotta stop doing that. Not great. Also not great, if you want a Ko, you've got one. Because even though you probably don't really want to take this fight, this particular fight as it stands on the board is something that does exist. Here the kick into the attack is kind of, more in line with what I expected. But he decided to not do that and went for an attack instead that regrettably he was unable to hold because his stone is too far away. If his stone was closer, he could Atari into an Atari and that'd be great, but it wasn't, so he couldn't. So honestly, that's probably game. And then here, it should be here, here into this one. Then if I do this, you could at the very least do this one. Make sure that I'm living very, very tiny. And then you get to resign because there's not a lot else you can do. Like, that's all of your territory, and you're never going to reduce the entire left-hand side. If you reduce the white's potential by half, still going to lose the game. Still going to lose the game. That's all there is to it. You're still going to lose the game. So that is not great. This, as you know, you probably could have killed. I decided not to even try because there's so much potential on the board. I can just keep making it territory, and it is what it is. This was never going to live, so it died, and that was that. Admittedly, though, let's say I did not kill that. I don't know how on earth you're not going to kill that. It's going to take some things. There, that's a lot. That's not a thing any crap. There, he's alive. Now if we go to score estimator, it would be a close game, but I'm still ahead. So if you did not kill it, it would still be fine. Weird games. Weird games. KGS is not the KGS I remember. Everyone's playing way too fast. Some people are playing downright crazy. I don't have any idea why they have an allergy to Byoyomi. Maybe Don play will be different? I don't understand. I really don't understand. But if you've been playing here, hope this helps. And as always, till next time, everybody.